Hey, welcome back, rankers. How are you going? Do you remember last week I was talking about how the big players like OpenAI and Google and Anthropic all want to own that personal assistant layer that we've been talking about for a few weeks now. And the personal assistant layer it's really gone up another level or another notch with the release of OpenClaw about 3 weeks ago. Well, OpenAI just went and bought OpenClaw, acquired the founder and the project. It's still going to remain open source. But what that should tell you as a business owner is that this is here to stay. This idea of a personal assistant that has access to all your machine and can do a lot of tasks for you that we're now using in our business, and I wouldn't move backwards now. I would always go for an AI first approach to what we do. And this isn't, of course, just having a chatbot on the side. It's not that. It's having a virtual employee, an AI employee. And I didn't have a name for mine last week, but this week I have. Her name is Jan, and yes, it is a she. She is a 50-something-year-old woman who is savvy and will speak frank and succinctly to me and give me the feedback that I want or need, may not want, need when it's due. And so she's a C-suite advisor, she's a personal assistant, and she will be operating 24/7. Now, this week, Jan has done a bunch of stuff for me. She's got out a bunch of monthly reports. Now, we've just switched to a new reporting system, but what we didn't have was an email for the client to go and give an executive overview, if you like, of what the dashboards are saying. So what I've got Jan to do is Jan's going to go and check all my emails, and she's going to look for any comms between my client and myself over the last month. And then she goes into ClickUp and looks at all the tasks that have happened. And then she has a quick look at the dash. And then she puts together an executive summary based on all that. And then it sits in my draft folder in Gmail, ready for me to read and send, addressed properly, the whole bit. Now, that's just one of the things she does. She sets tasks in ClickUp for me. A normal task to set up in ClickUp, it's probably going to take me a minimum of a minute. I can tell Jan what the task is in 10 seconds, and she's done it, right? So I'm saving a lot of time there. What's that? 80% reduction in setting up a task in ClickUp. So this is real tech. We've got Facebook who's acquired Manus AI, which is another personal assistant or agent. We've got Google that is rolling out WebMCP in their browser for browser agents. So expect them to have a personal assistant soon. Anthropic's got this Claude co-work thing, which isn't great, but they'll improve on that. They'll get better at that. And the thing to remember here is that all of these things are coming out, and there's going to be more and more bots than there is people right now on the internet. We used to say block the bots. Do not block the bots. I mean, one of the reasons I built Score, and we're testing on a few sites at the moment, is just to have a look and see what the bots were. And a lot of them, yeah, we will block, but we know what they are. But this idea of just wholesale blocking all the bots, don't do that. Don't block the AI bots. And there's going to be a lot more traffic coming to your site that may look like a bot, but it may be the customer's bot. It may be their shopper. It might be Jan coming to your site to buy some things that I've told her to buy because there's an email a month ago, which I remember that thing I wanted her to buy. Go and find that email, Jan, and go and buy that thing. And I'm not visiting your website. So we need to have this approach of how do we deal with bots. And one of the things that we've got in Score is just a lot of stuff that's going to help make your site more visible to these agents. A lot of people talk about, I don't appear number one in ChatGPT. No, forget it. Don't talk about rankings. It's not about that. It is about the AI knows your site's there. If you're not coming up when your perfect customer is asking the perfect question that your business can provide in the right area, and you're not coming up, there's something wrong with your site. Okay, so you need to work on that. Forget about tricks. Forget about creating a new piece of blog content or something to get higher in ChatGPT. That's not what it's about. It's about addressing your customers' pain points, whether that be in content, whether that be product descriptions, whatever. But then making sure all of that information, anything that is data-driven, anything that has a relationship, an entity, is properly flagged using structured data. And so many sites just don't do that at the moment. So one of the things that we're getting placed in place with Score is a number of tools that will help you see that and then fix that. And I hope to bring you some data soon on the sites that we're testing it on. But I'm not going to release it until I've got a couple of great case studies to show you of what we did based on what the Score report was. So it's going to be an interesting 12 months, but I did post on LinkedIn this week about, is WordPress even necessary? Isn't it a solution that no longer has a problem? Meaning that we can just get a personal assistant to build a website and manage it. In fact, I'd probably just build an Agentic webmaster to go and look after the site. And every time I want an update, I just text it on my phone via Siri. Hopefully that's helpful. If you have any questions about any of this, please hook up with me. Some people have asked for workshops, webinars about this Agentic business operating system that we're pursuing and what OpenClaw is and all these sorts of stuff. If you are interested in that, then just reach out. And if we get enough interest, then we'll do something. But in the meantime, please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, and we will see you next week. Thanks very much. Bye.